Is DC a good place to live?
It depends on who you speak to, and I would say to you that I love DC. Sometimes the circles you roll in may not be a great place to live, but as far as the culture and the history of DC, it's a phenomenal place to live.
Just like every other city or state, we do have a lot of violence, but if you overlook that because we do, if you overlook that and see all the good that DC has done, have everybody that's come up out of here, what everybody has achieved, it's pretty nice.
It's, the life of the party is DC. Yeah, so I say yeah.
It's a melting pot of good culture, good people, fun, good-looking women, everything.
All right. How long are you jogging for?
5-6 miles.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Take care. Good luck. Is DC a good place to live?
It's a great place to live.
How come?
Everything is easily walkable, and it's a beautiful city to walk in.
Do you live in DC?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Is DC a good place to live?
DC is a pretty good place to live. It is a bit humid, and there are mosquitoes and stuff, but it's not too bad. Out of all the places that I've looked at, because right now I'm at a spot where I'm finished with college, I'm figuring out where I want to live. DC is one of the better places that I've found. Just the people are really nice.
There's no other place like DC. You talking about a person that loves jazz? You got jazz places and music venues everywhere and the surrounding area. A lot of other places don't have that, but this is the one area that you can't get away from it. Look at the upper state, New York, Jersey, Delaware, Philadelphia. All those people are moving down here. They're moving down here because they realize they can come down here, a house up there that they may purchase for $2 million, they can come down here and get that same house for $1 million. The taxes are lower down here compared to up there, and people just love this city. It's small, it's great, but in actuality, it's becoming a little New York because it's so congested now. I mean, it's seriously congested. You think New York is congested? We're turning into a little New York because everybody wants to be here. Born and raised in DC, I ain't going nowhere.
Is DC a good place to live?
I mean, I think it depends on like what you're looking for. Like in certain aspects, yes, there's like a lot of different cultures that come here, but also in terms of like gentrification and like the wiping out of the like native population and like the, DC used to be like chocolate city and like all that, but I think it's a mixed bag.
What's your favorite thing about living in DC?
Honestly, the food. Yeah.
What kind of food do you like?
Thai food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your least favorite thing about living in DC?
The Capitol Hill Bros. That's probably my least favorite.
Describe a Capitol Hill bro.
Oh no. So oh my God, how do you describe a Capitol Hill bro? Okay, so they're always working out. They're probably gym heads. Not like, no offense to any of the gym heads out there. It's just a correlation. They always come in like a group of like 6. Like there's never just like one. There's always like a pack of them. I don't know how to describe them without being like kind of mean.
Okay, is DC a good place to live?
Yes, of course, it's a nice neighborhood. Most on Columbia Road, Adams Morgan's, 18th Street, Connecticut. Mostly everywhere is friendly, like me and you, we just meet together just right now. So everybody's like, I'm not Washingtonian, but I've been here for 20 years. So I just try to take care of my neighborhood. Okay. So if we can do anything to just support my neighborhood, I will do it because it's a nice neighborhood.
Is DC a good place to live?
I do think DC is a good place to live. I think it also varies by your income, though. It is a very expensive place to live, but it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of diversity, great food. There's always something to do, and there's a lot of opportunity.
Is DC a good place to live?
Well, I love it here, and I've been here for a while, but it's getting hectic because of gas prices and prices of everything. If you ain't got a lot of money, big bank account, you're going to have to get out. And that's the thing about DC.
Is DC a good place to live?
Excellent place to live in, even though it's humid. in July, but I love DC. I love it here.
What do you love the most about DC?
I like that it's easy to move around. I take the bus, well, apart from now, obviously. I take the bus everywhere. I like that it's pretty international. I'm not American myself, so it's nice to see people from everywhere in DC. I like the food. I like that you can cycle most of the time, not all the time, in DC.
Would you ever consider moving somewhere else?
In the U.S.? No, actually.
Anywhere?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. I would move back to France, for example. But I like this for now. I like DC. I'm thinking of buying a place here, so I like DC.
Is DC a good place to live?
I like DC. DC is great. I live in it and I work in it. It's great.
Okay. Well, what's your favorite thing about DC?
Everything. The interaction with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy hours.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's great.
How about you?
What?
How do you like DC?
I'm just passing through here. It's okay for certain things. It's not necessarily my ideal spot, I would say.